Javed Ansari, this is a young population which has been looking for change. Now you've got Prashant Kishor also coming into the equation, trying to capitalize on change. Last time Tejasvi appeared to capture the imagination with his promise of 10 lakh jobs. Do you believe that Tejasvi Yadav can overcome the shadow of Jungle Raj with the Prime Minister and others virtually attacking Lalu Prasad and in a way targeting Tejasvi through Lalu? Or will the youth vote crystallize, you believe, around someone like Tejasvi, who is much younger than a Nitish Kumar?
So last time he came very close. 15 seats was the difference between government and opposition. And if the opposition had won 7 more, it would have been even Stevens. Although I still believe that for other reasons, the India would have still formed the government. Having said that, unemployment, migration is a huge issue, and those particularly hit are the youth. They are looking for a way out. If you, in a non-election period, if you go to and talk to anybody in Bihar, this will be one of the major issues. There is concern, everybody talks about it. In the elections, then other factors like caste and others. Earlier, Tejasvi, with his promise of jobs, would have been the main beneficiary of this. But this time, it's Jan Suraj as well. And Prashant Kishor has tried to knock the bottom out of Tejasvi's argument, saying that this business of providing jobs is not feasible. There are only 26 lakh jobs, chief secretary downwards, and how on earth is he going to provide the kind of jobs that he is? So Prashant Kishor has come up with another model, and I do believe that Prashant will eat, just as he will eat into other segments of the votes that would be going to the NDA. He will eat into the youth vote, which logically would have gone to Tejasvi Yadav.
You know, I just want to take you back, Amitabh Tiwari. When I interviewed Prashant Kishor, and we'll run that tomorrow or on Friday, Prashant Kishor made one interesting point. He said, look, this is an election between Yuva and Mahila. Yuva versus Mahila. If the Yuva, particularly the migrant Yuva, can influence their families to vote for Badlav, I have a chance, or certainly you could see a change in Bihar. On the other hand, if the Mahila influences the rest of the family, then it's advantage Nitish Kumar. Do you go along with that, or do you believe Bihar is too fractured for any simplistic such analysis?
No, essentially, Prashant Kishor is largely banking on the support amongst the youth, because the 18 to 24, or the Gen Z, what we call, largely consumes everything on social media, and that is where he has got the most amount of traction. But youth is also male and female. So amongst youth also there is a Mahila, and you've also tweeted about it. So what we are seeing in our trackers at Vote Vibe is that he is getting strong support amongst male youth, around 18 to 20%. But when it comes to female youth, this drops to half, around 8 to 10%, largely because of his stance on prohibition. So what is happening is that even amongst the youth, the Mahila factor is playing a part. So the Mahila versus youth is also happening in the Gen Z or 18 to 30 age group, which is sort of pulling Prashant Kishor down. His point on the youth now also influencing the family decisions is, I would say, correct to some extent, but in a state like Bihar, where the unemployed youth is also largely dependent upon the parents for his day-to-day needs, it seems that the parents also hold some sway over the youth where they are likely to vote for. So there is a M versus Y within the youth segment itself. And one last point on caste, because I missed that, 58 out of 121 seats which have seen the same caste or community winning in the last 3 elections. So that's the primacy of caste in Bihar elections.
That's the first 121 seats that go to the polls tomorrow. 58 of those seats have seen the same caste members win the election.